and the Moonshots. Epic currently sitting at a 1-game lead in the final few games of interleague play. 11-10 right now. Got Flynn Yorkson on the mound. And that's grounded. He comes off the mound and he flips to first in time for out number 1. Tyrese Rose to the plate. Bit of a new look for the Cyclones after the trade deadline. Sending out Bean Machine and Jet County to the Skulls. We'll see both of those former Skulls in the lineup. And Rose strikes out swinging 2 away. And now bring up Vern Knight Jr. One of those Skulls. It's a 3-0 count. And he pops this one up into right. And that should send us to the bottom of the first as Sia makes the catch. And it'll be Nick Hugh followed by Shorty Hightower and Omiwa Moshindaru. Due up for the Moonshots. Shots getting their first win of Season 9 last week in the win over the Sparrows. Grounded to Rose, flipped to first for out number 1. Let's see for Kyle Edwards this season. 6 earned in 10 and a third innings. ERA a bit high from someone you would expect. And there's Tyrese Rose doing what Rose has done this year. Oh, but that's a fitness. Actually have an injury this week. Hightower stubbed his toe. Let's see if that's even a long-term injury. As the Moonshots now have 2 on and only 1 out. Up the middle, diving stop by Timber Woods. Goes to first for round number 2, but 2 in scoring position now. Toe. Sensitive toe. Stub toe, those are all weak. Those are tier 0s, so those are no big deal. Big at bat here for Heather and Deering, and she gets rung up there. And the Moonshots leave a couple stranded. We go to the top of the second, still 0s on the board. Timber Woods, Kazuto Yoshida, and Kevin Mannequin due up. The Moonshots, halfway through the season, decided to flip their SPs and RPs. So Flynn Yorkson here was previously a relief pitcher, making his first start of the season. In relief, he went 10 and 2/3, 10 hits, 5 earned runs, 11 walks, 14 strikeouts, a 4.22 ERA, and a 1.96 whip. He could get his command a bit under control, he'd be a pretty solid pitcher. Comes into the stands for a full count here against Yoshida. That one will be foul. And ball 4. Yoshida will be aboard, and so 2 have reached here for the Cyclones. Kevin Mannequin to the plate. A chance for the Cyclones to strike early. Runners going, and guess what happens when you steal third? Two and 2 now with 1 away for Kevin Mannequin. And he flips it to Ernest Money, who makes the catch. 2 down now, Mitchell O'Brien to the plate. Bryan 7 for 22, 318 average. Runs it to short. Heather Andings there. And in time for round number 3. And we go to the bottom of the second. Tath Latham, followed by Mary Contrary and Haram Beefcake due up. Tough out activated for Latham here on a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Mary Contrary, she's 4 for 17 this year. Into center field, but right at Chungus Among Us. Among Us still looking for that first hit of the season. Two down now for Beefcake. And that one's hit into the gap into left center. It's going to roll to the wall, but shorter porch there in left field here at Big Sky, and it's just a single.
Baseball.
Swing and a miss there. 0-2 the count to Earnest Money. And that's grounded to Kelly now at first, and he takes himself for out number 3. And we go to the top of the third, still scoreless. 8, 9, and 1, 2 up for the Cyclones. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Yorkson. 2 down now, and here is Chungus Among Us. And he gets rung up there. Bring us back to the top of the order, Doug Kelly. Yorkson looking to strike out the side. He's locked in. Again, up 2 base runners so far here through 2 2/3. That one's hit to third. Earnest Money in time for round number 3. And we'll go to the bottom half. The top of the order due up for the Moonshots here. Nick Q, what only some will anticipate being his final season here in the Ssbl. Only 4 for 25. Age is starting to show a bit for him. A 160 average. Swing and a miss. Edwards gets the best of him. That one's hit into left center, and that one is gone. The injured Shorty Hightower cranks one off of Kyle Edwards, and the Moonshots take an early 1-0 lead. 428 feet. That one was mashed like his big toe. I was just about to say Edwards should be close to getting locked in as well, but has to build back better with giving up that solo shot. 2 down now for Sia. Way outside, 2-0. Fouled back. Sia hitting 6 for 23, a 261 average. And Sia might have just said see ya to that baseball. Deep it goes, and that one is gone as well. Back-to-back solo shots for the Moonshots, and they lead 2-0. And thusly you have your answer on why no one wanted to buy Kyle Edwards. Because he just doesn't pitch to his ratings. He hasn't for the past 2 or 3 seasons. Two and two now to Heather Nanding. She fouls that one back. And she gets rung up there. And we'll head to the top of the 4th. 2-0 now in favor of the Moonshots. Looking for their first winning streak since season 7, I would say. As last year they went 1-13. Can't remember if we had the 16 games last season or not. That's a leadoff walk given up by Yorkson. And up comes Vern Knight Jr. Into the stands. And Vern Knight Jr. gets rung up there. Excuse me. Sorry, tickling my throat. So 1 down now for Timber Woods, and he puts this one through the left side of the infield. So the Cyclones with 2 aboard. Okay, we did have 16 games last season, so Moonshots 1-15 last year. Two-one count here to Yoshida. That one smacked foul, 2-2. Popped up, left side, trending foul. And it stays in play for Ernest Money to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 down now. And Kevin Manikin to the plate. That's up the middle, that's a base hit. Runners at third, heading home. The throw from Hightower. They've got an arm. Not in time, and the Cyclones are on the board. Kevin Manikin with an RBI single, making it 2-1 now here in the top of the 4th. O'Brien comes to the plate. Not a lot of speed on the bases right now. Trying to tie this game up, 2-2. Yorkson is no longer locked in. That's a grounder one, chopped to Moshindaru. She makes the stop, flips it to Yorkson in time for out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the 4th, lead still intact for the Moonshots, 2-1. And it's 6, 7, and 8 due up for them here. Diving attempt there by Woods, but doesn't come up close to it. That one gets down for a leadoff single. And this is popped up into center. Among Us will make the catch. One out now for Haram Beefcake. He takes strike 2, 0-2 the count. Puts that one into the dugout. Swing and a miss. Edwards rings up another. That's 3 or 4 for him on the day. 5. Into left center, and Among Us is there for out number 3. We'll go top of the 5th, still 2-1. It's Jabron Lames, Chungus Among Us, and Doug Kelly due up. 2 to lane. Swing and a miss. And the Mojo back up for Yorkson. Here comes Chungus Among Us. Falls behind 0-2. Fouls that one off. Strike 3 called. And the Mojo down for Among Us. Back-to-back strikeouts for Yorkson. 2 down, Doug Kelly to the plate. Kelly will draw a walk to extend the inning, bringing up Tyrese Rose. Slow roller up the middle. Contrary ranges over, and the throw is in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th now. Top of the order do up for the Moonshots. Still up 2-1 here. Edwards will come back on the mound to start the bottom of the 5th at 65 pitches. 6 hits through 4, 2 solo shots given up, 5 strikeouts. That one's a hopper to Rose. In time for out number 1. And that one is into right. Is it deep enough? Back it goes at the wall. It's gone! Holy cow, the 3rd solo shot by the Moonshots tonight. 394 feet. Shorty Hightower going off here, and it's 3-1. That was the wrong asset. 3 solo shots given up by Edwards today. Those are the first home runs he's given up this season. Came into the game with no home runs. Goodness gracious. With no home runs given up on the year. And 3 in this game alone to the Moonshots. And the Moonshots, if I can open up the right one, not exactly known for their power. Just 5 home runs. That was 17th in the league. I mean, close to doubling that today. Granted, these stats are only through week 6, I believe. Yes, week 6. Top of the 6th we are. Burn Knight Jr. at the plate. 0 for 2 intense. Trying to stay alive here. 2-2 the count. Fouled off a handful. And finally pops this one up into right. See Yaz there. And will make the catch for round number 1. Timber Woods, 2 of the 3 hits today for the Cyclones. All the people. That one's grounded to 3rd, though. Ernest Money retires Woods for the first time today. Number 2, Kazuto Yoshida. 0 for 1 today with a walk. Six for 21 is Yoshida, 286 average. Up the middle, Andine makes a diving stop. The throw is not going to be in time, though. So an infield single for Yoshida brings up Kevin Manikin. Has put the lone run on the board for the Cyclones today. His RBI single. Pitch out. The throw to second, not in time. So Yoshida into scoring position. And he responds by striking him out. And to the bottom of the 6th we go. 3-1 still the score. It's 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Moonshots. Ending 10, so for 2. Grounded to short. Woods is there. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. Latham puts one down to the center field for a 1-out single. And that's got a bomber special into right. Contrary will be aboard. And the Moonshots 2 on and only 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. A chance for more. Here comes Haram Beefcake. Edward staying in the game. 9 hits through 5 1/3 here. Swing and a miss. Beefcake goes down. 2 outs now. And here comes Earnest Money. And that will do it for Edwards. In comes Noria Rue. Rue has had 4 2/3 innings of work as that one's chopped to short. Woods with the long throw. Gets it to first in time. For out number 3, and the side is retired. Top of the 7th we go. 3-1 still the score. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Cyclones. 0 for 6 combined so far today. And Yorkson will get pulled in favor of None Chosen. Let's see, None Chosen. 5 1/3 this year. 4 earned, 6 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. A 6.75 ERA and a 1.5 whip. And she starts off her outing by striking out the first batter she faces. Brings up Jabron Lames. But then gives up a walk to Jabron Lames. So 1 on, 1 out now. And our friend Chungus Among Us to the plate. And Among Us strikes out swinging. Poor Among Us. 2 down now. Here's the top of the order. Doug Kelly. Ripped to short. Andine makes the catch there for out number 3. We go bottom 7th. Top of the order to up for the Moonshots. Shorty Hightower 3 for 3 today with 2 home runs. Came back from that stub toe magnificently. They need to stub his toe before every game. That one's ripped down the line. That's fair. I'm going to bounce around a bit, but it's only a single. Have a day, Shorty Hightower. Brings up Omiwa Moshindaru. Swings through that one. 0-2 the count. And he rings her up there. And here comes Sia. Finds his own 3-1 to Sia. She rips one. Foul. That is ball 4. Moonshots again with a couple runners aboard. One down, Heather Anding to the plate. And she pops up on the first pitch. Oh, there's 2 outs. Man, I'm on fire. Caught by Yoshida for out number 3. Top of the 8th we go. 3-1 still the score. Rose, Knight Jr., and Woods due up. And that's a strikeout to start off the top of the 8th. 3 strikeouts for Chosen through an inning and a third. Only given up a walk so far. But gives up a walk there, so runner aboard for the Cyclones. Does make it a one-swing game here. Timber Woods at the plate. Ripped to first, and that's an unassisted double play by Moshindaru. And we head to the bottom half. 6, 7, and 8 do it for the Moonshots. Grounded to Woods. Easy play for him, one away. And that's a high fly ball deep into left. Contrary, and it's gone. The 4th solo shot for the Moonshots. 4-1. Two from Hightower, 1 from Sia, and now 1 from Mary Contrary. The Moonshots lead by 3 now here in the bottom of the 8th. And it's followed up by a walk by Haram Beefcake. This brings up earnest money today, 0 for 3. Right back to the mound, Aru to second for 1, Woods to first, Dragons special, and we'll go to the top of the 9th. Cyclones need at least 3, and it's Yoshida, Mannequin, and O'Brien due up. One and 2 the count to Yoshida, and he strikes out swinging 1 away. Anakin to the plate now. 1 for 3 has the lone RBI on the day for the Cyclones. Fouls that one back, 1 and 2. That one's to third. Money makes the play there for out number 2. And all comes down to Mitchell O'Brien, 0 for 3. You get aboard to extend this game for the Cyclones. into center field, and that will be caught none other by Shorty Hightower. And the Moonshots tie up interleague play at 11-11 with a 4-1 win over the Cyclones. 11 hits today for the Moonshots. 4 for 4, Sammy Hightower. Probably your MVP. Sia with a home run. Contrary with a home run. Multi-hit day for her and Latham. Just 4 hits from the Cyclones. 2 of them from Woods. Then Yoshida and Mannequin joining in. 11 strikeouts. A sombrero again for Among Us. Loss goes to Edwards. 3 earned through 5 2/3. Aru with probably one of his better outings. 1 earned through 2 1/3. Win goes to Yorkson. He gives up 1 through 6. A quality start for him. And None Chosen does very well. 3 innings of work, 4 strikeouts, and just giving up 2 walks. MVPs are a sweep for the Moonshots. Hightower, Yorkson, and Sia. That's going to do it for game number 1. Game number 2, the Express and the Stingers. A big one. Express going for outright first place in the Heroic Legends division, whereas the Stingers are trying to stop a 3-game losing skid. We'll find out what it has in store for us right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Ssbl on Twitch. And here we are, the penultimate game of week number 9. Who will take the lead going in to the Gauchos Unicorns game? Express versus the Stingers here in Red Rock. Angela Del Vecchio on the mound versus Lauren Fell. Should have a good showing on the pitching side. This one popped up into right. Matthew Kennedy is under it. And he'll make the catch, round number 1. So both teams coming into this season, or this game, I should say, at 5-3. As Cameron strikes out, 2 away. I'd say surprising for maybe both teams to be 5-3, especially with the start the Stingers had. Started off 5-0 and looked like they were about to just run away with things, but have run into a bit of a logjam over the past 3 weeks, as they have fallen in their last 3 games, I believe, to the Cyclones, the Skulls, and then the Retrievers in that order. Pena is going to bomber special that one into right. So a runner aboard for the Express here in the top of the first. But the Stingers still hold a pretty solid lead in the Novas division, a game and a half above the Skulls, but with a loss here, that lead goes down to 1. So need to keep the distance in the division. Off the glove and into right, and so 2 runners aboard. Highgrass couldn't handle it, and so 2 on, 2 out now for DDC. As for the Express, they are fighting for the Legends division. With a win, they'd have the outright lead. With a loss, it would be a 3-way tie at 5-4 between them, the Lumberjacks, and the Vikings. So very interesting things carry in the balance of this game. 2-2 the count to DDC, grounded to second. Heidi Bear there now. And in time at first for round number 3. So Express threatened but can't get anyone across. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. We'll see Elmenreich lead us off here. And she swings to the first pitch up the middle, and that's a base hit. Hopped up at first. Shoot. I forgot to pull Zimmy Porpetta in this team pack. Sorry, guys. Be right back. Alright, for real this time. Sorry about that. I made the switch when we had the college team pack in, but when I reverted back to like the normal color schemes, I had forgotten to make that injury replacement. So, we are remedied. And we'll start from the top again. Into right, and Kennedy will make a running catch. Brings up Edgar Cameron. Delvecchio on the season, 12 2/3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs for a 2.13 ERA, 9 hits, 3 walks for a sub-1 whip at .95, 15 strikeouts, striking out 10.5 per 9. Close play there at first, but in time for out number 2, and here's Lindsey Pena. High 0-2 came in active on Delvecchio. Down the line at first, and that one's going to get by. That'll be a base hit, and we are fairly simpatico to restart. RC South to the plate. 6 for 16 this year. And she connects with one and puts it into right. So 2 on, 2 out here for the Express. More things change, the more they stay the same. So DDC again with a chance, 2 on, 2 out. What does fate have in store for us here? Falls behind 0-2 and K-Man actives on Delvecchio. The pitch is fouled off. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Down goes DDC. And the top of the first is remarkably similar to what we had just experienced. Bottom first we go. Elmerike Bear and Matthew Kennedy do up. Diving stop by Strong Arm. The throw not in time. And Elmenreich will be aboard. Runners going. The throw is not in time. And Elmenreich instantly in scoring position now for Heidi Bear. Bit of defensive changes for the Stingers. Bear takes over at second. And Texas goes to short. And then Monica actually is now in left field instead of DHing. And Swolhe Brotani now takes up that. That one misses. Is going to roll to the backstop. And Elmenreich will be at third now. Just 1 out here. Matthew Kennedy at the plate. Grounded to second. Laura is there. In time at first, but the run will come to score, and it's a 1-0 Stingers lead. Two and 2 to Dake Highgrass, and he gets rung up there. So the Stingers strike first and early, 1-0 as we go to the top of the second. 6, 7, and 8 do it for the Express. Without versus K-Man. Let's see who comes up victorious. The age-old question. Full count. Oh, K-Man composed now. Swing and a miss. It's the K-Man. K-Woman in this instance. One away, Gloria Laura to the plate. She pops this one up into left. And it's going to be Elbenreich making her way over for the out. Here is the injury replacement, Noodle Strong Arm. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. And to the bottom of the second we go. Swolhe Brotani, Penelope Garcia, and Ssbl do up. Oh, tough dive there for Stevenson at third, and that trickles into left. And that'll be a leadoff base hit for Brotani. He's up the catcher, Penelope Garcia. So far, a couple of infield hits for the Stingers. The arm on Noodle Arm being what gave up the base hit earlier, as Elbenreich was able to reach, and then Stevenson not being able to come up with that one down the line. And that one into center field, so 2 aboard here for the Stingers early. Nobody out. Here comes Ssbl to the plate. Don't believe I read off Lauren Fell's stats this year so far. 10 and a third, 2 earned for a 1.74 ERA. 18 strikeouts to just 4 walks. She has a 1.16 whip. 15.6 strikeouts per 9. Ooh, Laura really should have let that one hit, but they'll take the out either way, 1 down. Could really use some of those strikeouts here. Still 2 on, only 1 out here at the bottom of the second. Tough dive again from Yogurt this time, and the bases are going to be loaded. The Express defense really leaving things left to be desired here in this one. 3 infield singles, all probably could have been avoided. Up the middle, Strong Arm stops that one, but his only play is to first for out number 2, and a run will score, and it's 2-0 Stingers. And back to the top of the order, Monica Elbenreich to the plate. And Strong Arm makes the catch there. Round number 3, but another run for the Stingers. They lead 2-0 going into the top of the third. First pitch swing grounded to Bear. Easy play for her, 1 away. And to the top of the order for the Express, Hot Yogurt 0 for 1. Oh, and a fitness for Yogurt. I really need to learn to bring paper. Meniscus tear, that's 4 weeks for Yogurt. They'll get Porpetta back for next week, but lose Hot Yogurt for almost the rest of the regular season. So a tough loss there for the Express. One and 2 the count to Matthew Kennedy. Runner aboard. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Takes that one foul. This one will hook foul as well. Swing and a miss. Fell gets him there, 1 away. 1-2 the count to Dink Highgrass. Fouls that one off. And strike three called, back-to-back strikeouts for Fell. 2 away now for Swolhe Brotani. And that's going to be one that trickles through the infield. Another C&I single for the Stingers. So 2 on, 2 out now for Penelope Garcia. Not much the defense could have done about that one, but still 6 hits already. Oh, and she hits Garcia. Things starting to derail again for the Express. Fail is tense. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. Zarbi to the plate. Stingers could blast this one wide open right here. 1-2 the count to B. Popped it up. Going to stay in play, and RC South will make the catch. Route number 3. Stingers leave it loaded, and we go to the top of the 4th, still 2-0. Peña South and DDC due up. Del Vecchio is locked in, though. 4 strikeouts through 3, and just allowing a couple of base hits. Already had 0-2 with K. Man active and rings through that one. Strikeout number 5 for Del Vecchio. That one's going to get down into right center. Bacon cuts it off before it can be extra bases, so a deep single there. So 1 on, 1 out now for DDC. And that one's going to be through, so back-to-back base hits. 2 aboard for the Express. Only 1 out here. And it's Al Stevenson to the plate. DeVecchio knocked back down to neutral. And the Express take advantage here in the top of the 4th. Fouled off, 2 strikes now. A dual edge play. K-Man versus Tough Out once again. And K-Man wins again. Another strikeout for Del Vecchio. The 2nd time she's done it to Stevenson. 6 Ks for her today. Gloria Laura to the plate. Trying not to squander opportunity for the Express here. Fouled off 1-1. That one's in there 1-2. K-Man once again for Del Vecchio. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7 sends us to the bottom of the 4th. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Stingers as they hold on to the 2-0 lead. 62 pitches on Fell to start the bottom of the 4th and coming in tense. Not all her fault, but that beanball didn't help matters as that one's placed into left for a leadoff base hit for the Stingers to start off the bottom of the 4th. But of those 7 hits she's given up, at least 4 of those could have been outs if the defense backed her up. Hit and run turns into more of an effective sacrifice as runner gets thrown out, but runner takes second. Here's Monica Elmenreich with that runner in scoring position and a lot of speed on him. Two and two the count to Elmenreich. Check swing there. Full count. Swing and a miss. Strikeout there for Fell. 2 down now for Heidi Bear. 5 strikeouts for Fell. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. And that'll send us to the top of the 5th. 2-0 still the score. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Express. That one's fouled off. 2-2 to strong arm. Compose will come up for a full count. Breaks his bat swing into that one. Grounded to Texas. He gets to high grass in time for out number 1. Brings up Knox Vargas. 0 for 1 today. Power versus righties active. Takes strike 2. And swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8 now for Del Vecchio. 2 down. And to the top of the order now, Telly Mackin leading things off after Hot Yogurt goes down with the injury. Very similar archetype to Hot Yogurt. But he gets thrown out there, ground out to third, and to the bottom of the 5th we go. Kennedy, Highgrass, and Brotani due up for the Stingers. Still nursing a 2-0 lead. And that one's through. The Stingers have been very good at getting the leadoff runner aboard in this game so far. That prevented Fell from getting into any kind of rhythm and trying to get that mojo back up. She'll probably be done after this half inning, by my guess. That's grounded to Mackin. Mackin, oh, but throws it in the dirt, and nobody's going to get out. What was going to be a double play turns into nobody out, and the Express defense falters once again. And that one's into left, back it goes, and that one is gone, and so are the Express's hopes. 5-0 now. Swohei Brotani puts one between the eyes of Lauren Fell. Strong arm gets this one to first in time for out number 1. And that will do it for Fell. Just a rough outing for her and for the Express defense. She gets charged with 4 earned runs. In comes Jalen Hamilton. Hamilton, 2 2/3 this year, 2 earned for a 6.74 ERA. And a almost 3 whip as that one's hit into the gap, but DDC cuts it off. 2-out single for the Stingers. Runner going, the throw is not in time, and it was a bad throw from behind the plate. Just nothing going right for the Express today. Just not their day in this one. So we'll most likely, just apart from a miracle from the Express or an absolute collapse from the Stingers, looks like we're headed for a tie in that Heroic Legends division. And I think everyone is 1-1 in the tied teams. The Vikings lose to the Lumberjacks, but beat the Express. And the opposite for the Express. Beat, obviously, losing to the Vikings, but beating the Lumberjacks. It seems like the run differential for the Vikings is even. Won by 1 and lost by 1. And it looks like the run differential is going to be even as well. So still a lot of baseball to be played. No need to cut hairs there, but the Legend Division is up for grabs. We'll see how the rest of the season plays out. Two down here for DDC. Vecchio gunning for strikeout number 9. And she'll get it to end the top of the 5th. Bottom half, or 6th, excuse me. Bottom half we go. It's the top of the order due up for the Stingers, as they look to improve to 6-3. Be a full 2 games up on the rest of the Novas. Curious to see what the Skulls of Rock do the rest of the way. Winners of 4 out of their last 5. Have a big game next week against the Serpents. That's going to be interesting. Oh, and that's a second beanball. Express got to be careful. The next one is a team mojo down. Not that most of the team probably doesn't have a down mojo to begin with. That one's into center field. Back it goes. They'll be caught at the warning track by DDC for out number 1. After this week, the Stingers play the Mythic and then the Angels before facing off against the High Rollers over the next 3 weeks. So definitely a chance for the Stingers to get right before they face the last tough leg of their schedule. As for the Express, things do get very difficult, as next week they face the Retrievers, then play the Gauchos in week 11, and then the Dragons week 12. So Express have their work cut out for them over the next couple of weeks. Need to try and right the ship with the defense. We'll get Porpetta back to see what they do at first base with Yogurt gone. Have a plethora of players in the minors. Noodle Strongarm could stay up and just take over first base. So if Sammy Moses, who's a Steeler, but only 19 speed, who plays first base as a secondary. Oh, Stevenson. And it just, when it rains, it pours. Anna Ray Dell is a second base infield outfielder. Not the greatest defense, though. Nowhere to put Elmenreich. BB prone on Hamilton. And right down the middle. That will plate 1, 6-0 Stingers. That will do it for Hamilton. In comes Robert Tomato. And strike 3 called. Tomato sends us to the top of the 7th. 6-0 in favor of the home team. The Express just looking for any kind of silver lining to take away from this one. And Stevenson finally gets the better of Del Vecchio and gets a base hit to start at the top of the 7th. And that will chase Del Vecchio. In comes Liam Boss. Boss, 5 innings of work, 4 earned. A 7.2 ERA as that one's into left. To a deeper part of the park at the wall is Elmenreich, and it's gone! It's just over the wall! And the silver lining has been found for the Express. They have a 2-run shot, and it's 6-2. So 2 pitches from Boss, and he gives up the home run. Strong arm doing a lot of work here off of Boss, but strikes out swinging, and Boss finally gets his first out. Grounded to short. Texas is there. The throw is in time for out number 2. And here we are, top of the order, Telly Mackin. And he gets rung up for out number 3. Into the bottom of the 7th we go. Texas Bacon and Elmenreich due up. And that's up the middle for a base hit. Popped up into right center. Knox Vargas makes the catch there, 1 away. One on, 1 out here for Elmenreich. Chopper in front of home plate. South throws it down to first in time for out number 2. Runner advances into scoring position. Bear will draw a walk. And I'll bring up Matthew Kennedy. Could have won the count. This one's popped up. Playable for Vargas. He'll make the catch for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 8th. Time running thin for the Express. Can they pull something off here? 2, 3, and 4 due up in the order. Boss back to neutral after giving up the 2-run shot. Grounded to short. Texas is there. The throw is in time for out number 1. Two and 2 the count to Pena, who's had a nice day today, 2 for 3. And she will draw a walk. Brings up RC South to the plate. He falls behind 0-2. Tough out activated for her. Fouls this one off. That one's hit. Oh, and it's past the glove of of Ssbl at third. And 2 are aboard now for the Express. Things trending towards interesting here if the Express can plate a couple of runs this inning. 1-1 the count to C. This one a chopper to first. Highgrass goes to second for 1. Back to first. A Dragon special! Just what the Stingers ordered, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-2 still our score. Off the hop from short in time for out number 1. And Ssbl, a big part in the difference of this game, hit the 3-run home run after the misplay by Mackin. That would have had a Dragon special. And just kind of the story of the game, the Express defense really costing them this one. One and 2 to Garcia. She's locked in. And she hits one into right. So 2 aboard now for the Stingers as they look to add a couple more on. Ssbl to the plate. 10-0 for 4. Ssbl just 4 for 19 this season at .211 average. Chops this one foul. Two and 2. Swinging and a miss. Ssbl goes to 0 for 5. 2 away now. And up comes Dallas, Texas. He's 4 for 4 today with 4 singles. But won't get single number 5 as he pops this one into right. And we'll head to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Express. They need 4. And it's Stevenson, Laura, and Strong Arm due up. This one to the left side. Texas deep in the hole. The throw in time for out number 1. Popped up into center field. This will be caught for out number 2 by Crispy Bacon. And the last hope for the Express, Noodle Strong Arm. 0 for 3 today. And strike 3 called. The Stingers win this one 6-2 and put the the Epic back on top 12-11. Express just not able to overcome their errors in this one. 8 hits for the Express, 3 for 4 is RC South. Lindsay Pena also with a multi-hit game. 12 strikeouts on the day for the Express, 3 from Strong Arm. 14 hits for the Stingers. Ssbl 4 for 5. Garcia 3 for 4, and Texas 4 for 5. Big parts of that lineup doing what they do best. 3 strikeouts for Ssbl on the day. Loss goes to Fell, 4 earned through 4 1/3. And Hamilton and Tomato go the rest of the way without giving up anything else through 3 2/3. Win goes to Del Vecchio, 1 earned through 6, and then Boss gives up 1 in 3. MVPs will be Brotani, Del Vecchio, and Laura. And that will wrap things up for day number 4. Thank you all for tuning in to week 9 of the SSBL. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you all next time.